the first. There's another kill, this time for Nitro. And this could be Liquid upsetting on the last round. Fnatic have done so well to pull this back, but they need to close this one out as Elige goes pushing. He spots the player in the back, but not going to find the frag. It's into a 3v3, and Naf is going to keep on going aggressive.
Exist able to punish that aggression from Naflight. Pulls it back into a man advantage for Fnatic, but the position that Taco has is actually quite decent for them because, of course, they won't expect him to be here, and he could catch out JW. He has the bomb as well. Taco has all of the information.
Oh my god.
He just needs to wait. This is incredible. Spots out 1, spots out 2. I think he got... Oh, no, he didn't. JW's about to go down, and he spins round. Taco takes the kill, picks up the AK-47, and he finds another kill. So Taco, can he pull it back right at the final second? And this would be a heartbreaking way for Fnatic to lose. So they pulled it all the way back to the 12-3 deficit, and it does happen. 16-14, Liquid take this map, and that's it. Astralis, job done. They've got the bomb down. Anything more off the back of this is really just a bonus, and I mean, Rush coming in from Banana. Device is going to be there for the duel, and he wins it out with the M4. Tarrant gets caught out, so this is looking good from Astralis. The op goes down, and it's all on the FNS. A 1 versus 4 to try and clutch it out for Cloud9 here. Otherwise, Astralis are going to win off the back of CZ's. First kill comes in, but he gets dropped by Glaive, and there we go. Astralis answer back with the pistols.
Proving rather important, as we get to see those 2 entries from Magis yet again.
These were so good.
They're going to push in towards this B site. No, Glaive doesn't clear the corner. FNS finds the first, so a 2-man lead, but it's still only Automatic here as he gets the first. Looks for a bit more. He knows there's a player up close, and Automatic just buying time here. Gets another. No, it was Tarek to find that frag. That must have been through the smoke, but Automatic does close the round out.
What how impactful he is, but here's his time to show it. 3 players coming through. Has the pistol, the flashbangs in. It's Device in the back lines. 1 kill coming in. Majeski's there with another, and it's Device holding on, and Astralis absolutely decimate Cloud9, and that is a great pistol for them to win. Don't want to give anything away. That Molotov goes down inside of the pit. Flashbang, it's a kill from Dupree, holding the fort on the A-bomb site. Another kill coming in, and the duel. Astralis are able to shut them all down, and Zipnix, he wants some kills, and Dupree taking the...
Skadoodle trying to eco up to get that AWP as soon as possible. They're going to go quickly down B, but look at the nade. So much damage done. This is going to be over. Oh, 2 kills with the incendiary. And FNS is sitting wondering where his team have just gone. It's roster. But here we go, round 26. Cloud9 back to a bye. But they really need this win. And look at the aggression. The spray does so much damage. Magis gets all 3 frags.
Glaive has got aggressive, so he hears a lot of information on the edge of this smoke.
There's 15 seconds.
They have to make their way quickly to Glaive. If he finds more than 1 here, if he finds the bomb planter, it's over. And there goes Skadoodle. A second from Glaive through the smoke, and that is the bomb. It's over. Device catches out another, and it's all on the automatic, but there's no time, and that is it. Astralis 16-13. Cloud9, they leave it too late, but a valiant effort. I mean, that first half, 12-3, they posted way more rounds than anybody expected.
It's because you call him Prince of Pit, slides over, finds that gap, and sees them coming through the doorway. Dupree shuts down Elige. Find as Nitro at least makes it towards CT. Bomb gets toward the B site. Glaive going down. That's the only kill they require in opening up the site in its entirety. It's a 2 versus 2. Bomb planted, and with an ample time to run back toward Banana, but in doing so, remember the twist, despite having 3 kills, good start, has 17 HP, and there is a kit for Majesk picked up. Good find for Majesk to go out and get the first, and Dupree over his shoulder gets the crossfire, perfectly established.
I think you went a little bit
At that, toward the top of alt middle.
I love that. In fact, he drops a smoke to suggest, yeah, no AWP is coming here, just runs through it anyway. That's going to be so tilting if he takes you down. And he's so hungry for frags. What is that shot? Nitro trying to cross toward the bedroom. He gets taken down.
Rotating back from where he started. The top of middle, Elige pops a flash out. Well read by Device, well struck as well as he turns it around.
Dupree, one of the stronger units of Team Astralis going down here. Nafly and Taco picking up the pieces. Certainly possible, but with 30 seconds, maybe not realistic. We'll find out.
Fine for Taco on the trade on Majisk, but it's not enough as Device already found Naf. The bomb still inquisitive toward the top of middle. No one going to be spotted toward the mid wall, but Device, meanwhile, has held in Banana with the AWP. Flash off, doesn't even matter. Timing's perfect, angle so. And he finds twists before they get around the corner, and as he backs off, Elige suffers the same fate. I have to say, as much as Liquid aren't getting anything done, and they do look a little bit hesitant, I think that is, like you say, it is the fear of God that's been put into them, and Astralis are playing this so well.
4 seconds, Nafly, he needs to die at this point. Will he go down? We're like, oh no, he's gone down after the time. It's actually a disaster. It's singed there. He'll be fine. Dupree, apartments, takes down Taco, but another trade comes through.
Back away into the corner, but just trying to see above the smoke as they enter from apartments. Small gap down by the Vespa. Elige gets the better of it. So finally, Liquid with a footing it around. It's a 2 versus 2 at that. But they've got control of the pits. They've got Magist locked into the site. Thankfully for his sake, Xyp9x has rotated over with the AK. Timing is everything. The peak is off before Magist. Xyp9x has gone the long way. Bomb down the site. He knows all he has to do is hold the angle. Elige has to duel and has to win the duel. He's been impressive in this round. He's got 3 kills so far, but it's not enough to win it. And it's 12-0 for...
Here we go.
Wrecked. They might get this round. Duprino has to hold for 25 HP. 4 players on him because there's one to his left, and that was Elige. Glaive was slightly too late so as to shut it down. And it's only the second bomb plant of the half. It's taken this long since the pistol round to find another. And Xyp9x will take his turn trying to retake. They are at the disadvantage. Despite not many weapons up, Nitro has picked up an M4. HP is menacing against Astralis. The shot from Xyp9x certainly gives them a much better chance.
Glaive has got the smoke, and he's going to use that towards the pit, in fact. So they know one player's in towards the apartments, and just when I was saying this round's looking good, it looks like Taco might be out of luck here. 50 HP and just a deagle. He will be dropped, and it's going to be the 13-0.
Good find from Elige. Takes down Magist. Glaive instead, though. So second bomb plant in a row, this time with guns up for Liquid, so they opened up the A side. Glaive does sneak back around to catch out Twist. That's all due in part to the fact that they have Naf, well away, well removed, still looking for lurkers, and well read from Xyp9x as well. Because now they've given themselves a 3 versus 3 in the site with great HP, kits on everyone. Flash to work with still. Bomb's been ticking for a while, however, and Elige posted up with an AK, does have good position. You'll have seen the flash from the apartments. Good awareness, good call, good communication, and Taco to find the kill. Device just wants to do as much economic damage as he can at this point. Finally, Liquid are going to post around at 13-1.
Luckily, the bomb's so far gone, he won't be winning this. But my God, did he make it expensive. Device takes all 5 down. He'll be pushing down towards the middle area, though. He'll be spotting one towards T-steps. I think he gets this kill, if I'm honest. Xyp9x looks like he may be floundering a little bit. Let's get away. And now the round really begins. Elige will try and do what he can through the smoke, and that's not bad from Nafly. Gets in the opening pick, but the bomb will be planted here.
Glaive to plants, gives advantage slightly to Astralis, though. They're down a man. They've got a burrow in B. Walked through some of the burrows yesterday. It was quite nice. As Taco gets a shot back, though, it does bring it a little bit more into question as Magist has to fight forward. Nearly got 2 more headshots. They were so close to lined up. Glaive cancels the animation on the reload to try and get shots in, and that's not going to happen. That's a sweep from Liquid on the way back.
It's actually going to go towards new boxes, so that's great. Eradicates that risk, and Naf now behind the smoke, jumps up. Not sure why. He's going to get on top of the cover, perhaps, so they know exactly where Elige is. This should be GG, but this kill is going to fall apart, and that definitely should be now 5 versus 3, Nitro on the MP9.
Yeah, that was a kill that could have swung it back. It would have gone 4-4. But with 11 HP left on Nitro, 5 players alive inside of the site, and the bomb ticking for Astralis, we should be all but done. It's Taco that wants to try and do shades of simple with a prayer through the window. However, not to find anything. Bomb still continues to tick. There's 3 kits. There's 1 player left alive, and Twist is gone. Device with the kill, and it does go 16-6 in the end.
Not going to be making this one. Down he goes, and Dab's trying to go for the long con here, Matt. He'll be coming towards that connector, finds the first, and at least takes the attention away from his teammate. And the bomb will be planted here, but 5 seconds remaining. They don't pounce.
I was going to say, Daps, there's a better weapon down in mid, but he's gone up to find the one at top connector. Instead, he'll work with his teammate at Fugly. They've got 100 HP each. 1 kit. Daps holds it. Incendiary as well, which is well thrown and well positioned to force them back down CT. That gets Fugly closer to Tetris. Tag for Shocks. I don't think that was audible from their position, therefore they won't be certain that they're both there. They'll anticipate one at the very least. This has to be traded. No swing from Shocks, but patience prevails. And it's the first round for G2.
We'll see whether they can get it done.
Good shot, at least to start it off for Shocks, but Parisi's got the response and he's playing the pillar perfectly. I say that, and Kenny finally gets a headshot. Not on the AWP, mind you. He hasn't had that too frequently. Sork certainly does. And down goes Shocks, as existence will still hold further problems. Kenny on 8 HP has flames behind him. There's only one direction he can go, and that's toward the bench. That should be predicted, but with existence there as well to take some of the aggro, it could still be a slight problem. All three, one approach. Deagle can't land on the first. Have they identified? They haven't. Oh, goodness me. Kenny has 8 HP, and none of them have spotted him. All he has to do is play the time. First one's going to go down. He's got the smoke to work with, and he knows it. Oh, the nades missed. It would have helped him to find Ethan, but it's not to be. They'll get the defuse, and it goes 8-1. I was hoping, just because that would have been rather remarkable.
Have to win this pistol. Shoxy goes towards B. Let's see if NRG can close it out quickly, or G2 at least make it more competitive. First 2 kills for Shoxy. Can he find any more? You better bet he can, as he'll get 3 kills. And it looks like the round will be going in their favor. It's going to be 4 versus 1. Fugly. At this point, just trying to farm some cash. Oh my god, I thought he could win it. For a second, that shot coming in.
Shock still working out the connector, however, but Cirque turns around and finds him. I thought surely he gets one of the 2 there. Doesn't get either, and it's suddenly a rotation required and a situation in which they're down a man on the G2 side on map point. That said, bomb's not yet planted, and Ethan and Fugly are very low, so Body could surprise them, working out perfectly timed from connector, but existence.
That's gonna reach him. Yep. Indeed. So that should be GG here, and indeed it is. What a disappointing game. Well played to NRG.
Very tentative retake attempt here. Rain clearing out the apartments. Still one more player to go though, as he does try to check both angles. Unsure where the next player will be hiding. Guardian will be trying to create some space there with a frag onto Yell as he makes his way forwards now into the 2v2. And still quite a lot of time here for FaZe to find a defuse. Now it's just down to PKL. Into the 1v1 he'll go as he takes down Guardian. The next engagement found, but Nico confidently steps out into the frag to be able to then have that utility advantage when Luminosity finally pick a destination. And it looks as though FaZe have gathered a good amount of information so far. You can see Nico will get that flash from Guardian, good enough for the peek onto Steel in middle, and that's going to trigger the push here for Luminosity. They have to go now, but another one from atop the smoke from Rain, and that will really stifle the effort of Luminosity as they continue to make their way forward. And Nico, in pure Nico fashion, will finish off the round. Beautiful 4K from him.
But again, it's a very stable beginning for the FaZe clan. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kills so far for Luminosity. Some of which would have come in a pistol, of course. So
towards the A site, and FaZe try to work it out. And Guardian gets just a slither of information. He knows one player moving towards jungle, and the other player unknown. But Guardian, he misses the shot. That's got to be disappointing for him. Now down to Carrigan in the 1v2 retake. What an effort so far from PKL and Showtime.
Carrigan has no kit, but perhaps there is one to be collected. Showtime just moving into position now, but he's past the angle already. He will be the initial peeker. It seems PKL will have this one in the bag. Gets his bell rung, but that is the first round on the board for Luminosity.
Always, goes down to the call. Do you think the call was good? And I don't think there's anything wrong with the call. It's going to turn out for them. This could get really bad.
Spotted the numbers moving into the B bomb site. Molotov will delay some and that will allow the rotation to be closer. Doesn't end well for Carrigan though, just the 1 kill in this situation, and now Luminosity could really capitalize. Can they pick up some more rifles? Rain pushing through the window. But he's very heavily tagged, might need his teammates to do the work for him. Nico making it slightly easier, even more so. Nico good for the 3K. That could have been a disaster for FaZe. G2 in a previous match. Carrigan with an easy first shot, and not being blind, he knows that no one else is there. But has he pulled rotation? It won't matter because it's Rain's turn to clean up. M4A4s all day here on FaZe. Let's see what it can do with it. Flashbang going towards CT. PK will be forced back. He'll completely concede the position, but he'll hold the corner. That is the only flash for FaZe, so CT push seems unlikely. Rain with the late flank, and Yell is looking for it, and he's found it. Ooh, a double flank Chrome in there as well. All right then, 4 players coming in from A, from CTA. Now, how will this be identified? With frags, it seems. Guardian with P50, that extra range coming in very handy indeed. 3 versus 2, all of a sudden, 3 versus 1, and done.
CZs are doing some damage so far, but nothing Nico can't handle.
Picks off Nekis around a connected position, but his range is not ideal with this weapon for the short area, as well as because he knows these players are on a force by Yell capitalizing to getting traded. Guardian still alive with 20 HP. Now PKO and Steel remain. Rain spotted one of them. UMP spray dragging the mouse down, leaving PKL on the wrong side of the map. 2 players in the middle areas. What can he really look to get out of this? You have to assume the MAC-10 is in mid rather than the AK that was picked off earlier on. And that's that. 16-1, FaZe, quick in, quick out.
As well, now they're going to start to spot the players moving towards the B site with the bomb, so the info's there for NRG as they get the full rotation, but there is another lurk potential in Nico as now he comes in through the A squeaky door.
Ethan knows to expect this, and he's pretty good for it as well. Nico with the late flank, but he was being rated for by Fugly. The bomb is planted. Karrigan with a grenade. It is a flashbang. They're both going to get flashed, or 3 players in fact. And the round is going to go the way of NRG.
Try to alleviate the danger, but the danger is lurking. Nico with 1, now he has to do everything by himself as Breeze takes down Guardian. He has time, that's really all he has going for him.
Does he smoke off to face the smoke afterwards? Sorry, does he plant? Well, he does plant. Cirque and Breeze respecting him. Cirque holding the range. Does he have to cross towards A main? Looks like he might have, but he's got to move forward at the same time, and he's doing that. Nico with a very tight angle. How often do you see this being held? Surely he gets peeked eventually. He knows his time is up. He's been spotted now. Question is, where is Cirque coming from? The high flashbang avoided by Cirque. Sees the jump. Where's the second player though? Is that the same guy? It doesn't matter. The trade is there for NRG. The 2 players work together very well.
For the CT side, let's see how they handle it.
3 CTs around the site. Breeze with a very fast 2K, and he rings the bell of Nico. That's causing a lot of problems. That's looking below him. Distracted by Carcass. Now Nico makes his way onto the site. It was looking so good, and now Cirque finds himself alone. Able to... Oh, he just saw a flick there as well, but can he finish off Guardian? Pre-firing, knows he can USP, but Guardian has the advantage at the end. Cirque be defeated, though. That is the question. I'm sure we'll see a difference in approach once again. With the scope, is Nico close enough to hear that scope? Is he close enough to hear the door has been opened? His angle would suggest yes. Oh, look at the information from Cirque. Such a smart individual player.
Wow. Wow.
That's good. Cirque in the shooting range. Had too many targets though, and Guardian will pepper him with the Desert Eagle, and that means Guardian can pick up that sniper rifle if he can get to the site, which he does. All of a sudden, there are 3 rifles in play for FaZe. They don't really have the grenades, but who needs them? They've got the AKs. Ethan and Daps now have a lot to do. There is a smoke. They can try to isolate some of these players. Forced them out with Molotovs. Ethan pre-firing, but there are so many angles. Is there a boost maybe on top? No one to boost him now. Only 1 frag for him.
Good start there from Ethan. As now the FaZe players are committed to push forwards. Croman takes down Fugly, but not without taking some damage as well. Breeze will capitalize, and Ethan playing around the smoke. This is a very hard position to break for the T-side players of FaZe. But they have created a 2v2, but the flank is in from Cirque. Ooh, they disappear just in the nick of time, though.
Oh, the bomb's on the roof. I don't know if Cirque realizes that. Probably not from the radar. Or if he does, his position is pretty strong, but he may feel he's limited to this position regardless because of the weapon he has now. Can he jump off without making any sound? I think he can. This is so awkward, but Guardian spotted him now, but he's got grenades in his hand. The double peek could have been so much, but it was something for FaZe. And tried to defuse as his teammates are causing havoc, and that might be the case here as well, especially with that opening frag from Guardian. Traded, Karrigan getting a kill, Ethan standing in the smoke now. Waiting for the beep. Here's it. Karrigan moves out. He might want to go back in again. Oh, they're reloading. He gets the first headshot, but can he find Karrigan in that smoke? He's spreading, and Karrigan has to come off. NRG with round number 12.
Ooh, he's backing out the angle. Coming back in. That's a good catch. Oh, the door's shut. I think Cirque spotted Nico. Where do they go from here, though?
Quad smoked off by Breeze. Karrigan moving towards car. Guardian on the highway position. Looking towards mid, but he can quickly support. Again, the Molotov down to stop the forklift position being taken by the T's, and that does mean Karrigan can flank, but they're ready for him. 5 versus 3 now. Nico will take Karrigan's place. They could line up for him. Indeed, they will. But the seat will block the final kill, leaving Rain in a 1 versus 3. Fugly hasn't quite heard him just yet. He has now. Rain trying to bait the shots, trying to make him lose track of his spray. Rain with 9 HP, and Breeze is in the forklift position. Oh, he's above it. So this is going to be very hard for Rain to deal with. Ethan moving into position. The Molotov tells him where Rain is. The jump peek's there, but double peek is here for NRG, and that's going to be that. 16-8 for NRG versus FaZe.